begin seeding tomatoes, you first need your tomato. And I've got two here. One is Aroma, similar to like a San Marzano plum tomato. These are a little bit fleshier. And then this is a typical like sandwich tomato. To me, it reminds me of an Early Girl. I'm not sure which varietal it is, but you know, these are good for sandwiches. And sometimes you want to dice one of these up for a salsa. These are good for sauce. So you need to seed these, you need to peel them, and it's really not that hard. I'm going to show you how. But I am going to talk a little bit about ripening tomatoes in the off months. In the summer, you know, I am just overstocked with tomatoes, but it's January, so when I get store-bought tomatoes, I actually leave them on the counter. I don't put them in the refrigerator, and I have a little area and a little basket where I ripen an avocado and I ripen tomatoes, and within 2 to 3 days they get a lot better than when you just get them out of the store. So that's just a little tip from me. So first thing you have to do is get a hot pot of boiling water on the stove. We've got a roiling boil, and we're just gonna pop these tomatoes in for about 3 minutes, sometimes 5 depending. Meanwhile, I have a bowl of ice water in the sink. It's been about 3 minutes. I'm gonna pull this Aroma out because I want you to see. Do you see how the skin is starting to come apart? That's when you know it's been time. There's also a crack on the, what I'm gonna call an Early Girl. So I've got, you're gonna pull these out. You're gonna place that tomato in that ice water. The ice water does a couple things. It stops, if you call like the cooking process, we're not really cooking these tomatoes, but it also gets the tomato to contract back. And as it contracts back, it pulls away from the skin. And it's gonna allow you to peel that real easily. So let them sit for another 3 minutes till they're cool enough to handle. All right, our tomatoes are cool enough to handle, and I drained the water. Look how easy this is gonna be. It's already wanting to come off. Ta-da! Yes, will this be tedious? Sure. When you want, when you've got bushels of tomatoes in the summer, but you know, taking this extra effort, the skin's gonna come right off. Now the next step would be taking the seeds out. So I've cut my Roma in half. I'm going to take the little stem off with my knife. Now the reason why Romas are so great for sauce is because look at all that flesh that stays there. But you've got seeds. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways. One, you have to get your hands dirty, but you take your thumbs and you kind of, let me grab a bowl. Always have like a bowl to dump all this in. Take your thumb and just kind of push the seeds through. See? Now you can crush over a pan or slice this up for sauce. Same thing goes for the bigger tomatoes. You're gonna notice, so I'm gonna cut this in the middle, and then I'm gonna cut it again. It's best to do quarters for these tomatoes to get the seeds out. Now you can see I have a lot more seeds and a lot less flesh, which is why I don't usually recommend these for sauce, but I often use them because I have so many of them in the garden. So same thing, you know, you've got these quartered, you can just use your thumb to get rid of all these seeds. Now you can use your knife to cut that stem out. and dice. There you go. So that is the Wonderful, Beautiful Tomato 101. Thanks for joining me.